Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. So, last time we learned that Maya is stuck deep within the cave, and the only way to get to her is with the key that apparently Iris has. And in the meantime, Godot gave some very scalding words to Phoenix. Ugh. Apparently, he holds Phoenix accountable for Mia's death. And also, I'm pretty sure it confirmed without any doubt whatsoever that he is, in fact, Diego Armando. But now, we've teamed up with Franziska von Karma, and we have found a new scene of the crime, with quite a bit to investigate, I think. So hopefully, we'll learn enough here to go chat with Bikini and break those cyclocks about Elise Dunin. So let's get doing that. There's a charm or something poking out from the snow. Looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it too. Apparently it belonged to the victim. To Miss Elise Dunin? Yeah, there's a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The ends of the cords found on both the victim and on this charm match exactly. Doesn't look like leather. Looks like twine. Or straw. Huh. Sounds to me like this little trinket is going to be my ticket to getting some very big answers. Yeah, what the hell is it doing all the way over here? And how did it get cut? Those are some very clean cuts. Karain Master's talisman added to the court record. Gee, I wonder who Elise is. Karain Master, you say? A little lantern, a little statue. It is certainly a quaint little garden. Oh? What is this huge bowl here for? Oh, I know this one. It's a water bowl, isn't it? Everything else is completely frozen over. But the ice in this bowl has been broken. Yo, Franziska! Eyes of a hawk! That's true. I wonder if this has any impact on the case. Well, I doused my face earlier with the water in this. I was kind of getting sleepy. Ah! Next time you're sleepy, you need only come to me. Got it? Poor Gumshoe. Oh no. These lamps? Braziers? There are a couple of torches here. Just need all the light you can get up here in the mountains. Yeah, I was looking at those things, pal. Looks like they've been lit pretty recently. Recently? How recent are we talking about? As recent as the night of the murder. Maya was training here on the night of the murder. It's not unreasonable to think these things were lit up at the time, I guess. So would Bikini and or Iris do this? They light it up? Perhaps to prepare? Anything about the broom? No. Alright, time for the big one. What the heck is that? Uh-oh. You spotted it, huh, pal? Are you kidding me? It could be more obvious. It says... Maya. You know, I was all certain that it was written upside down, and then I even talked about how absurd it would be to write upside down at any angle other than hanging off the top of the lamp. So maybe it's actually the right way up. It would say O-R-O-W? Oro? That doesn't really make much sense, actually. Although, yeah, looking at how it's drawn, you can definitely see where the finger trailed. It definitely looks like it was written upside down then. Maybe it is Maya. Yeah, and before you ask, it's written in blood. You will answer all our questions now, Scruffy, without exception. Yes, sir. Okay, let's have a chat, Gumshoe. Tell me about the investigation. So how's the Inner Temple investigation going? We have the best forensics teams in the world working this place. Forensic team? And what was the outcome of their scientific study? Nothing. Scientifically speaking, this place is as clean as a whistle. That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that? Uh-oh. Well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir. That stone lantern? The surrounding area that's not covered in snow, correct? They look kind of fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were... it's kind of hard to say, actually. Guess I better look into them myself. Yeah, actually, that is interesting. Yeah, there's something to look at here. I suppose the snow is melted because of heat radiating from this lamp? Well, this is odd. There's no snow on the ground here. And it's almost perfect rectangle. Couldn't have happened naturally. Yes, it appears as though someone has carefully cleared away the snow. No doubt it was you, wasn't it, Scruffy? Huh? No, it wasn't me, sir. It was already like that when my men and I got here to start the investigation. If it wasn't the police, then who did it? Oh yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Just between the three of us, okay? What is it? It's top secret. You can't tell anyone, got it? Understood. Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of the local wrestling contest, you see. I was so disappointed I just picked up my mouthguard and cried all the way home. Man, I got in so much trouble when I left it on the couch. Is that it? That's it. Ah! I love Gumshoe so much. Whoever cleared away the snow must have had a reason. I can't even begin to imagine what the reason could be. Yes, indeed. I still think it's like the heat from the lantern radiating, but no, if it was just the top of it, there's no reason like anything near the base would get heated up, right? So maybe someone did manually clear it away. But why? About Maya. About Maya. Oh, did Mr. Godot tell you yet? Yes, we heard. He's got a search party out looking for her. There's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusky Bridge. All we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal. Edgeworth? He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here. We'll have to wait, since she is the only one who can open the door to the sacred cavern. Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal. Huh? Wonder what it is. Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down. Felt like I was drowning. Oh no. Sounds pleasant. What are you writing? Maya. These letters are written in blood. Whose blood? Yeah. What's worse is it's the victim's blood.
Okay.
Huh? This is Miss Dunham's blood? We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal.
Huh. Most interesting. Phoenix Wright, I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down?
You know what? That was really bothering me too. But I just came up with the answer. The result of my own special Gumshoe investigation.
Really? Do tell.
I think her hand is reaching for her whip as she speaks. Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down. 3, 2, 1.
Ahem. Anyway, there's really only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise Dunham wrote these letters herself in her own blood. You must be joking. That's impossible.
From the writing in the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Miss Elise Dunham's murder. At least, that's our current theory on how the events took place, pal.
What?
We're approaching the day where I can't do that anymore.
So Miss Dunham was killed here?
However you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now.
Then, what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard of the main temple was... Well, what was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see?
What do you think, Miss Von Car...
Surely a special Gumshoe investigation would reveal the answer, no?
But...
Wait a sec. The bloody writing and all the other clues here could have easily set all that up after the murder, right?
Sorry, but that's not an option, pal.
Why not? How quickly you forget, Phoenix Wright. Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because Dusky Bridge was completely burnt out.
I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal.
Oh. I can't think of a counter-argument to that.
I knew it. I should have washed the blood off this lantern as soon as I got here.
This really was the scene of the crime. We need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw.
I think that's a big clue enough to go talk to her right now. Thank you, Gumshoe. You've been a big help.
If you can get to the bottom of this and learn Elise's true identity, we can probably begin drawing a link between her and Maya. It seems you have a visitor. Mr. Wright. Iris, I'm really glad to see you. Godot managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency. Not him again. Never mind him. We've got to hurry and unlock the sacred cavern. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you is locked in there. Mr. Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later?
Alright. Let's hurry to the inner temple then. I'll see you later, Wright.
Hold it! Wait, Edgeworth! I'm coming with you guys.
Sorry, Wright. Can't allow you to come with us. What?
I hate to be the one to break it to you, but Maya Fey is in a rather delicate position. What do you mean by a delicate position? This isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation.
Yeah, she is a new suspect, isn't she?
That being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere. Come on, Edgeworth. If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand, Wright?
But it's Maya.
Mr. Wright, all that matters is that Mystic Maya is rescued, correct? Listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix Wright. From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. We'll be going now. Excuse us. This is no time to be standing around, Phoenix Wright. Aren't there other things that demand your attention? She's right. Thanks for reminding me.
Well, I guess Maya will be alright then. If Iris definitely has the key. Let's chat with Bikini. Sister Bikini looks like she's shrunk some since I last saw her. Wow, rude, she's right there.
Don't be so rude, Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, see? See? What'd I tell ya?
What's wrong, Sister Bikini? My. Hello, you two. How are you doing?
From the sound of that sigh, I guess she's still pretty down.
Iris was just here, you know. She was accompanied by that handsome crimson-clad prince.
Is she talking about Edgeworth?
It was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault that this has happened. Poor Iris. She was worried about my back, would you believe? What have I done to her? Only what you had to do, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw. There's no shame in that. And we'll see to it that your testimony wasn't made in vain. Well, I don't hear anyone else saying that. Mr. Blue Suits doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see.
Huh? Me? Ah!
Glare. Yes. You did great, Sister Bikini.
Absolutely spectacular! You two are the only ones who've said that to me!
I can't shake the feeling that I just became a shill to a shrew. Do you have a problem, Phoenix Wright?
Sure, she was brave to testify so truthfully like that, but I know she's still hiding something. So it's time to break those cyclocks of hers. Anything else to talk about? No. In that case, let's do this. Magatama. Take that! Elise Dunim.
Sister Bikini, the truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Dunim had a special significance to this temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity. What on earth are you talking about? She was... Mr. Elise was an author. Just an author. Of picture books. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her. Suspicions? Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Adunim's true identity. The Karain Master's talisman. It was worn by her,
and it belongs to a Crane master. What else could it be? Miss Dunham had this charm with her at all times.
Ah! Where did you?
This isn't some cheap good luck charm either.
Then, what do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean?
It's a talisman, is it? Interesting.
Oops.
This thing speaks volumes about who Miss Dunham really was. This talisman and one other item unequivocally prove Miss Dunham's true identity. Not the crystal sphere, right? The staff? Wait, what? Did I miss a piece of evidence, maybe? I mean, I doubt it. But nothing is actually jumping out at me here. Do I go for the hanging scroll? Is it the photo? No, it couldn't be that. Oh man, I feel like an idiot. What is it? I forget. Was there something said about what the crystal sphere actually is? I think I want to go for the hanging scroll. Ah, there we go. The painting is obscured by this gravy stain at the moment. Oh! The symbol on the scroll that's still visible at the very top, it's identical to the one on the talisman. There you go. But this scroll shows a master of the Crane channeling technique. The crest at the top is a sign of that honorable title. The very same crest that adorns the talisman the victim carried with her. Ah! This crest is reserved for the master of Crane.
Who on earth told you that nonsense? I've got no idea what you're talking about.
The new master, Maya Fey, told me.
What? What? You mean that acolyte is Misty Fey's
daughter? Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. In fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Maya is Misty Fey's sole successor.
Mystic Misty!
Man, when was the last time we actually broke Cyclops one by one? I can't even remember. They've all broken at once. Like the last 10 times.
Mystic Elise graced us with her presence about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted.
Is this music? I don't remember hearing this music before, like, ever. Rad.
No one had seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago, after all. What is the significance of this talisman, sister? The Crane talisman is a symbol of the Master of Crane. The bearer must carry it with them always until their death. Until their death?
So Elise Dunham was really Maya's mother, huh? Oh. maybe Elise writing Maya's name on the stone and tossing her talisman into the bush, perhaps, was her way of saying, hey, get this talisman to the new master. I'm already dead. So Elise Dunham was really Maya's mother, huh? She was Misty Fey, a master of the crane channeling technique. The truth comes out at last. Looks like we're making some headway here. Tell me, sister, after 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now? Because something happened that called her out of hiding. What happened? Well... Earthquake. Okay. They did foreshadow this. Let's hope that Edgeworth made it across the bridge in time. It can't be. Earthquake! Arg. Oh my goodness, the inner temple. This kind of tremor might... The inner temple? The sacred cavern in the training hall, it might very well cave in. What? Maya! Not good. It seems to have passed. It is a wonder those lit candles did not topple over. My goodness. Well, we can't just stand here and do nothing. Let's go. What? Where? To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Oh, man. No, wait. I had a stupid idea, but I forgot a detail. Sister Bikini, we'll finish this later, alright? Of course. You run along now. People may have been hurt. I must get some first aid kits ready. Come on then, Phoenix Wright. They won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you. Thank you. Right at that moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. I just had an earthquake. I wonder if he's alright. You look worried. Are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth? Come on, let's go. Hell yeah, let's go. We've gotta hurry to the inner temple and... Right. Ah! Well, what are you doing here? Oh. How could I have? How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak up? Yow! Hey, why am I the one getting whipped? She's gone. No! The defendant, Iris, she's gone. Okay. Gone where? She fled. She escaped. What? So, it was just now? During the... It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness. His fear of earthquakes. I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. Yeah, if Edgeworth, fell to the ground in the fetal position, I'm sure, at the very least, he didn't have the legs to chase after Iris if she fled, but the fact that Iris fled does not bode well for us. An innocent person would not do that, no. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes, and I stupidly passed out. That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? That's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Right? The inner temple area is a dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side. We haven't seen her. Then we need to get a manhunt underway now and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom. Wait, Edgeworth. Have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet? Don't be ridiculous. Why would I? Maybe Iris dashed forward to get to Maya and open the gate. The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross. No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the quake. Then you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation? Listen, Edgeworth, I'm sure she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary. Right? Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall sacred cavern now. Alright, let's go. February 9th, Inner Temple Training Hall. Fortunately, the sacred cavern hadn't caved in. But what we found was something none of us could have ever expected. How can there be even more locks? What is the meaning of this? I don't know! What the hell? What's going on? Iris! Iris, please tell me. What the hell is going on? What do you mean to be continued? Oh, hell no! Are we jumping straight to court? No, we are not. Uh-huh. So, okay, either this scene is gonna last like 10 minutes and then we'll go to court, or we just marked the halfway point of day 2 investigations. I don't know. Though, actually, I sincerely doubt it could last even longer than that, so... Right. Is this what Godot was talking about? Yeah. The trick locks. Now then, Iris, please remove these at once.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me.
What? During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know that there was only one lock when I last came here.
So you're saying that you can't undo the new locks? Yes.
If only I was stronger. Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face. Like you're one to talk with your face all green. Miles Edgeworth, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself. Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly There's no telling what sort of mistakes you can make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth. Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here. Edgeworth. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in the corner of the garden. Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright. I'm going to stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles. I see. Well, thanks for your help. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris?
No, not at all.
Let's have a quick look-see at these locks. This door. When I was here earlier, there was only one lock, but now there's 5 of them. Those chains, it's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cavern. I've never seen locks quite like these before. I have. I've seen locks and chains just like these before. Just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a psych lock. I wonder if these locks are guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. Right. Let's have a chat with Iris. Why did you make a run for it, Iris?
I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried. I just had to come and see.
In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that.
I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was alright, but...
But what?
Then I saw these chains here. I saw all these extra locks that someone had put on the sacred cavern's door, and... Who in the world would do something like this?
Well... Logically speaking, from all that we know, Iris is the only one who could have done this. It really has to be her.
These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Crane tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open them. And you aren't the one who set these locks.
I don't think it's that simple, Franziska von Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them.
What does that mean?
It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Whoever did it is afraid of what Maya Fey would say. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. Yeah. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks. The first one.
Yes, that's correct. What?
Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this?
Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them. But...
it will take time, won't it?
Yes. About a day, if I had to guess.
A whole day?
Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us? Sure. I'll do whatever I can.
We've got to wait another day? Hang in there, Maya. You're going to have to call on your inner strength now. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get.
And what might that be, Phoenix Wright?
I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident, but you were seen that same evening at the Inner Temple. And then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple too. Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the Inner Temple, it's as if you were... Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. Uh-oh. I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about. Huh. Before we attempt this, I think I might want to actually go chat with Bikini again. In the meantime, let's see if Iris knows anything about the Crane Master's talisman. No. Okay, Franziska's putting a stop to this. Yeah, hold off on asking her things? Okay. Let's not even bother then. I think we'll get no progress. Try the garden. The cops are still combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's got to be a tough job. Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time. How could I have done that? Wow, can't believe it's still bothering him. Edgeworth? Ah! He wasn't even whipped. Hey, don't you dare run away! God, I love this man. What do you want, Wright? What do I want? If you came here to laugh at me, then get on with it. Go on, laugh away. I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth. You went back to the Criminal Affairs Department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris. Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible. Oh, did you now? I wonder what it could be. Right. Good, let's chat with him. Tell me about the investigation. You guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of the garden here, huh? There's a high chance this is the actual scene of the crime, that's why. You mean because of the writing in blood and the talisman in the snow? Exactly. As you know, these things couldn't have been planted here after the murder. But surely, you don't suspect... Maya, do you? You have to treat everyone as a suspect. Maya, as well as Iris. It's our job, right? So, I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes. No. Though, thankfully, my nightmares have stopped. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath. 17 years ago, when we were little school kids at the same elementary school, Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. It all started with that big quake that hit the courthouse. Well, ain't this a flashback? Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney. And now we're tying this back to Misty Faye. We were deprived of oxygen and we passed out. That's when it happened. That single gunshot shattered my whole life. I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake.
My dreams, my family, and myself. It's been more than 17 years now, and that case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right?
Ah, good time scale here.
You think I don't know that? I was there. But it was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. I'm sorry, Wright. There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake. And not after you saved me. Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think, so no more of this self-pity, okay?
Phoenix, you really should have said that out loud.
There was something that bothered me about her from the moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her somewhere before. No, wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in court before.
So you went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look after her file?
Yes. I checked over every case file I've ever worked on. And I was right. I had seen her face before 6 years ago. 6 years ago? It was my first appearance in court, and as cases go, it was my worst nightmare.
Shouldn't that be worst nightmare?
So, who is she? I'm sorry, Wright. I can't give that information away to a member of the general public.
What? Why not? It might be the crucial piece of the puzzle that solves this case.
The woman I knew was a daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris in Hazakura Temple. And neither did the case. No, that woman is completely unrelated to this murder.
Unrelated?
Yes. I can say that with complete confidence.
Well, Edgy boy, you've been wrong before.
You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case.
Yeah, Phoenix knows exactly who he's talking about.
I need to fill Edgeworth in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and that woman Edgeworth knew.
Well, how do we bring up Dahlia Hawthorne? We show him Iris' profile?
Apparently, Iris was taken in by the sisters here at the temple when she was a child. However, we still don't know much about her past, so we're looking into it. That reminds me. Edgeworth went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look up some stuff on her. I should ask him what he's found.
But how do I do that? Well, can we talk about Elise Doonan?
Another victim we know nothing about, same as always.
About that.
I hope you'll tell me if you know something about our mystery woman, Wright. I know that Elise Doonan was no ordinary visitor to the temple, but our true identity could be a useful weapon for the defense. And I can't give it away just like that.
Fair enough.
Well, let's see if we can't go talk to Iris. Or, not Iris, Bikini. Let's give it a rest for now.
Oh, something new here?
I'm finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break these locks, so should try to gather more clues. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and pearls.
Okay. Well, if you're gonna say something like that, I'm thinking maybe we are actually halfway through this investigation phase. Well, 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 well. Huh. It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. It sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, guess I should go check out the shack just down this path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again. Right.
Oh, Mr. Nick.
Pearls, what are you doing here?
Nothing. What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright?
Well, we don't know yet.
Oh, I see.
Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick? Larry, this is a loser's shack, where losers get together to lose themselves. Are you talking about drugs? This is the what? Hey, we find comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that?
Look, Mr. Nick, Mr. Elise did a picture of me.
That's, great, Pearls. We're going to gather firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-raw potatoes over a miserable little campfire. So stay out of our way. I don't believe this. Why can't he try getting fired up over becoming a better man? No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? He'll only let you down.
Oh, Mystic Maya.
Ooh. Okay. God damn it, Larry. First things first. Can we bring up Elise to Pearl? Pearls? It's no good. She's in no condition to look at anything from me right now. Fair enough, fair enough. So about Larry's sketch. Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture? Well, I think I already clued into the truth. Ha! I've got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life's here now, with Pearl. Two losers cooking potatoes together forevermore. What am I going to do with him? Alright then. What do you think about this picture, Pearls?
I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing.
See? Someone appreciates it. It's tough getting the flames to look just like that, you know?
It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream. A wonderful fantasy.
No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew. I'm telling you, Iris really flew that night.
But, Mr. Elise...
Not you too. Please don't look at me like that, Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase, I beg of you. Guess this picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw. Okay, so I was half asleep when I was here that night. My God, he was even looking at it upside down. Larisse. What can I say? He drew what he saw, and he saw what he drew. But I was wide awake after lightning struck. And I saw what I saw. It was exactly like I drew in the picture. Looks like I don't have any choice but to take the sketch at face value. Hey! What's with the look of doubt on your face? Tell me more about what you guys were doing on the night of the crime. Pearls.
Yes, Mr. Nick?
I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you? And what exactly were you doing when it all happened?
I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know. I'm sure it doesn't really matter what I was doing, does it, Mr. Nick?
Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Miss Dunham's room reading a book together. But Miss Dunham was murdered, and you, Pearls, were at the inner temple. Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls?
I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick.
Boy howdy.
I've been a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished.
What are you talking about, Pearls?
My spiritual power, it has disappeared.
What? Her powers have disappeared? Nani? What do you mean your power has disappeared, Pearls?
It's all over for me. A spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint.
That's extremely specific. I wonder why she said that. Hey! What are you looking at me for? Pearls, did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps? I think that hit the nail on the head.
Way to go, Nick. You made her cry. That was really cruel of you. Wah!
Just as I thought. Might have to break her Cyclops to get the truth out of her. Okay then. Just when I thought this case couldn't get even more fascinating, it did. It did. So man, if Pearls channeled someone, didn't I talk earlier in an earlier video about how, hey, maybe Pearls channeled Dahlia Hawthorne, assuming she's really dead? And like, Dahlia would have seen Elise, thought she was Mia Fey, and killed her as like revenge. That might actually be what happened. But that's just an assumption, and I can't assume it to be true. I'd look for confirmation bias. Gotta keep an open mind, I think. Well, all I know is we need to dig up more information on what Pearl could have been doing, and we also need to look up anything we can get about Dahlia Hawthorne and show that to Edgeworth. And then there's Maya, who very well might just be freed. And she may share some very critical information. I'm still not sure what to think about the extra locks appearing on the door. It might be Iris, but I don't know. Phoenix asked her some very pointed questions earlier in the case, and the Magatama did not go off when she answered them, which still has me confused. Oh man, I just don't know how this could possibly end. I just don't know. Man, my head is actually swimming here. I'm just so tempted to just sit here and think about things for like an hour maybe. But no, I think I need to end it here. So I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations. I thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.